Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays, our Sunday edition.
Yeah.
Look, you know we had to come on tonight. This is a special Sunday. We are going to have a great interview. But before we start, I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors who did the video, Arte de Tere. Her email's down there on the ticker, as well as Waffle House Wendy's Cash App. Please feel free to send some cash to Wendy and hire Teresa to do your next anything that you need. She can draw, paint, do videos. She does everything. She digital video, digital flyers, whatever. She's in there. So I know y'all been waiting and y'all want to see. Well, first of all, Nika, how are you feeling, girl? How are you feeling?
I'm going to be honest. I am still recuperating from last night.
Okay.
I was fucked up last night.
That's
I was
fair.
fucked up. So I'm just drinking water and we're going to roll with the punches.
Well, I'm recovering too. And they always say that, like, if you're recovering from a hangover, like, drink
you
something
should drink
else.
something. Yeah.
So I've got my wine. So, I mean, you know what? It is what it is. My man is off tomorrow and it's okay. So we can do this. Anyway, so without any more waiting, we are going to have our girl of the hour, Waffle House Wendy. Come on.
What's up?
Hello. Hello, our superhero. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good. It's crazy, but I'm good.
So how was last night?
Last night it was calming. It was like our final moments of peace before all this hullabaloo started.
Yes.
Got to spend time with my boyfriend and a couple of close friends before everything, went haywire.
Very nice. No. Yeah, before you hit the ground running. So I had asked you earlier before we were online, I was like, so I know that everybody's coming at you. You know, I had seen online that you had, so Hot Boxing Man, I'm gonna give him a shout out because that's where I saw he reached out to you, he found you, he did a TikTok with you, it's blowing up.
I think it's hot minute boxing or hot
Boxing Minute.
I mean, Hot Boxing Minute. Okay. Yes.
Shout out to Hot Boxing Minute. Thank you for this because I saw you because of that, and I immediately inboxed you. And I was thinking, you know what? She probably has so many interviews set up, so many podcasts, and we're usually on Wednesdays, but I wanted to be the first. So, are we the first, or have you done others?
Y'all are the first one.
First one.
Yes. Love it. Absolutely love it. So the reason why, for me personally, and then Nika, you asked to and talked to her too, but the reason why I personally was interested in you and the video, because everybody knows, I mean, you can see fighting videos on like McDonald's employees, people in parking lots in schools, this and that. But for me personally, I was like, this girl's got some skills. You were throwing some hooks, some uppercuts. And not only that, but you had no fear in your eyes. You're like, bring it, bitch.
I was absolutely terrified. I'm not going to lie, though. Like, I was absolutely terrified.
You must have been full of adrenaline because you didn't look terrified.
You did not.
For it, whatever.
You did not at all look terrified. So Nika, what interested you in this video that she had?
Well, I'm all about people defending themselves.
Everybody
and I hate when service workers have to deal with like disgruntled customers who are like beyond disrespectful, and they feel like they can just do whatever to these employees, and you can just take it. Like, right. I feel like as a human being, you have the right to defend yourself if someone, attacks you or, hits you or something like that, especially when you're at work. Just because you're at work should not mean that you should just get beat up. Like,
right.
When they say the customer is always right, that does not mean putting your hands on the employees. So, I'm all about that. So when I saw that, I thought it was a beautiful thing. I love to see, and
Thank
especially that it was a
you.
woman. That it was a woman too. Like she was ready for whatever, and I was just like, girl, this girl has like spidey senses. When they flung that chair, she caught that thing. Like, so did you get bit by a spider? Did you get bit by a spider?
No, I honestly wasn't expecting to catch it. I put my hand up to like just stop it from hitting me in the head regardless. And I felt it hit my wrist and I just moved it out
Your
of the
reflexes were like on
Yeah.
Oh my God.
1,000, you know? Because I could just imagine, had you not caught the chair or blocked it, like that would have just, you know,
And
could have
a lot of
did some crazy damage.
I mean, those chairs aren't as heavy as they look. They're hollow aluminum, so they're pretty lightweight. But if you get conked in the head with one of them, it's still gonna leave a mark.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No, if a chair is coming at you with some velocity, someone's throwing it, it's, you know, it doesn't matter how heavy or light the chair is. Like the corner of the chair could have poked you in the eye. It just doesn't matter. Like, no, why are you in Waffle House throwing chairs at people? Like, who does that? Who does that? So
yeah, that leads to our next question. What happened? We saw a commotion and then we saw all this. What happened?
They came in. So I'm the only cook there. I was the only chef that night. I had already cooked, you know, $3,000 by myself, and there was still 30, 40 people and more people rolling in. The group of ladies that came in, they were being rowdy when they walked in the door. They sat on a closed side and none of the servers had actually seen them. But I noticed them. I said, "Hey ladies, I see y'all. I'm the chef tonight. You see it's kind of busy. I'll get with you as soon as I can. I just got to knock these other orders out and I got you."
Which is awesome.
And, you know, they're obviously intoxicated. It's after what's it called? Last call.
Mm-hmm.
And so all the bars are closed and you're drunk, you're hungry. You want Waffle House if it's close, you know? It's breakfast food.
You damn sure do. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. See, she gets it.
Yeah.
And well, they start the lady in the leopard tights. She comes up and she's like, "Hey, can we get some waters? Can we get some sodas?" Yeah, you're drunk, you're thirsty, get some water, you know, get that in you, hydrate yourself. Well, she started coming up, "Hey, let me get some hash browns, let me get some eggs, let me get let me get this, let me get that." Well, I'm like, "Hey, you know, we got you your water. I have all of these customers in front of me.
Right.
I know you're hungry. I know it's, you know,
and that's stressful.
Yeah. You're hungry, you're drunk, you just want food."
Yeah.
So I was like, I get it. I'm working as fast as I can. I can only make the meat cook so fast and the hash browns and the eggs go so fast. And so they started running their mouth, getting belligerent and saying all kinds of derogatory things. So I had told them, if y'all aren't going to be respectful while I'm just trying to do my job, then I won't cook your meal. And as the only chef, I have the right to say that.
Good for you.
So I told them I wasn't gonna cook their meal. They got even more belligerent, and that's when my manager started walking over, and that's where the video picks up.
Mm-hmm.
And Alexis was the one that said, "All y'all over there on that side can go." Talking about the group, because they got rowdier and rowdier. And that's when old girl who fell off the counter, she actually came on.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Look, she came on our side of the floor before she even fell over the counter. She was on our side of the floor and she was like throwing silverware around like a 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum like, "I want my food." And I mean, that's just silverware. You can wash it. You're not, you know, causing a ruckus or anything.
Oh my gosh, you're good. Yeah.
But it was when old girl in the leopard pants was up on the low bar. She climbed down. She's up in front of me. Old girl with the thick, she fell with the thick dreads. She started walking up. They had 3 or 4 more people that were still sitting at the booth. And right where they were sitting, it's a direct shot. Like there's a straight opening right back to where I was. So
I need to fix that, because that's not locked off or anything. It's just anybody can just walk back there and attack you guys.
That's one thing. And It's crazy, and it gets wild. And oh shit, I done lost where I was.
Oh no, you
Well,
said
well,
that they came through the back. She came
oh
through the
yeah,
back. So.
they could have came through and just charged me. So I had to.
Yeah.
Everybody says I threw a coffee pot. No, I
Yeah,
did not.
I
throw
thought that was a
pot.
coffee pot. I said I saw her walk by and I thought it was a coffee pot.
I picked up the coffee pot and was like, this ain't heavy enough. So I put it back down and grabbed the sugar shaker that was dead in front of me on the high bar and threw it as hard as I could at the chair at old girl with the leopard print, because at that point, that's a 5v1.
Right.
If I don't make the first move, I'm done for.
Girl, you're so smart. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I had to make the first jump, which made old girl fall off the counter. You can see in the video, I hesitate. I wasn't gonna hit her when she fell.
Right.
I thought that was embarrassment enough.
But it's you or she.
I would have stomped her out. I would have stomped her out.
But see, that should have been embarrassing enough. You just fell off the counter of a Waffle House trying to bully somebody, basically. Yeah. And I actually bent down originally to help her stand up. And when she looked up at me, she started running her mouth again and being disrespectful to my face. So I let loose.
Right. Well, you know, I have to comment about that really quickly. So when I was watching the original video where, you know, I see you throwing something and then I see the two girls, you know, going up on the bar and they don't fall. I said, okay, something's wrong with this video, because I'm looking at these girls and they're going in slow motion to get on the bar and get on the chair, but you're still going at normal speed. So I'm thinking, these girls do not want the thunder. They just want to look like they do.
Yeah, she took a minute climbing over that counter.
Yeah.
she took a second trying to climb over. Like, and you can see in the video,
they go in slow motion too. They're like, do we really want this tonight? Do we really want this tonight? And they should have just left it that.
Yeah, because you was going in on somebody. I was like, this girl looks like. Do you have any formal training in boxing or any combat sports? Have you thought about it after this?
I have thought about it. I'm an army brat, I'm a military brat. So I have thought about it, and my stepdad taught me slap boxing between me and him, and then unsavory situations with exes growing up. So I've had to learn or get put down.
Now, I really think you can milk this thing to get to like do some exhibition boxing events, and make some money off of it.
You know what?
Like, you can really milk this girl. You better milk it for all you can.
Like I said, I'm a boxing coach. I own a boxing gym. I'm also part of USA Boxing with our Olympic team in boxing. And the reason why the video caught my eye was because those uppercuts and those hooks were freaking unbelievable. Even my kids who have been in the amateurs, very well decorated, and pros, they were like, damn, And then the chair. Yeah.
The chair part was like, I definitely had like a Spidey, a Spider-Man moment right there.
Part is what gets a lot of people. What gets me is the fact they had 5 people holding me by the ponytail to get me to stop swinging on them.
Yes. I saw that.
They had to get 5 people to hold me by the hair so I could actually stop what I was doing and block for a second.
Yeah, I saw one of your coworkers.
That was last year around September.
Okay, so it just became viral, but it happened last year.
2021.
So 2021 September. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, how did it end? Like, did the police come? Did their friends just say, you know what, we gotta go. We're about to go to jail. Like, what happened?
The tall white guy. He actually,
the one that was like.
Yeah, he was just kind of walking around going, no, stop, don't do it.
Yeah.
He ran to the back
but
and called the police.
Keeps recording, yeah.
Yeah. So he ran to the back and called the cops, and they didn't show up until about 20 minutes after everything was over. She had thrown the second chair. I even saw a wallet. It was like, real talk. I found a wallet. Is this yours? And I had posted on a video. You could actually see me going and hear me going, is this your wallet?
Wow.
And she said no. She threw another plate at me, and then they left. And then I don't remember what his name is, and I feel bad just calling him the white guy. But
okay. They'd be like, that's me, I'm the white guy.
I'm like, I don't remember your name, and I'm sorry.
Well, I'm pretty sure he'll probably reach out to you soon when he starts to see all
he
the.
will. He'll be like, that's me, I'm Tom, or I'm Bill,
Yeah.
or I'm Scott, or Peter.
Right. And but he had went outside like 2 minutes later and told everyone that the cops are on the way, and everyone, you know, of course, scattered. So we were cleaning up sugar, hot water, grease from everywhere, because the other female server, she had taken a coffee pot full of hot water and splashed it, and
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Grease off the stove, splash that. It was,
oh my god! So nothing happened to these women that attacked you with chairs?
Not that I know of. No.
Yeah, because the police came 20 minutes later.
20 minutes later, they asked me if I wanted to press charges. I didn't even really have a mark on me and wasn't hurt like that. My hair was a little sore, but that was about it. And it's fine. Like, I was just like, just let them go. They're good.
Well, like Nika was saying earlier, it's like the customer is not always right, especially in that situation. My family, we own restaurants. I've been a waitress. I've been a bartender. I've done all that stuff. And people can be so nasty, especially when they've been drinking. Mm-hmm. And we've got to change that. You know, it's like, I know no shoes, no shirt, no service. And also I have a right to not serve you. People have to realize, like, just because you're coming into an establishment and you think you have some money doesn't mean that you can treat the employees like shit.
And it doesn't mean that the employees have to take your money either.
Exactly.
Just because you walk into their building.
Exactly. Absolutely. And and the Waffle House, like, that's one of our favorite places. My husband and I, like, especially late night, we go out, greasy, good. Oh my gosh. It's like the best, you know? And I have seen so many times where customers are so rude and so demanding. And I just want to, I want to say something too. I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, y'all are human beings. And the way that y'all work, like, sometimes the waitresses, they don't even write it down. They're like, what do you like 3/4 this and that, and we have a half scrambled this, and I'm just like, y'all are amazing.
Yeah, they have, Waffle House has like their own language and everything. Like, you spend, if for a server, you spend like either a week or a 2-week course, like just orientation, learning the whole language. And as a chef, you have to spend like 2 or 3 months training and like learning how to cook it the Waffle House way and doing it, you know, their way. Because they're very close-knit community, but they're also very picky.
Right. Yeah. No, and y'all do a great job. Like I said, so when I saw this, it was like, another fight, another whatever. But then I saw your skills, and I was just like, okay, wait a minute, I got to get this girl on. You know, I talked to Nika, and
I really think she can really push this into an exhibition fight. I'm telling you, we gotta try to see if we can find people like that are in charge of these exhibition fights, because they, you know, like people that go viral or people like celebrities, they have those kind of fights. So if they could get you to go against somebody else who went viral that was fighting, and you train for a couple of months, and you just don't go in there blind. And not that you need training, because you look like you can handle yourself without any training.
Girl, I would train you for free. Yeah. I would train you. I'm serious.
Yeah, make a nice coin on it.
I am totally down to get some actual training, because I know while a lot of people say I have some excellent skills, I also know that I'm sloppy when it comes to technique.
You look good. You looked really good. Yeah. My husband keeps texting me, baby, I can't see your text. I have it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so come up here and tell me what you want to say. He's watching the show. He's like, what's going on? So we have a question here. What advice would you have for other Waffle staff who may find themselves in a similar situation?
So try to de-escalate it as much as you can. Thank them for their patience, even if they're not being patient at all. I appreciate your patience. You thank them for doing a good job, even if they aren't, because that's
Right.
that childish mentality for a drunk. And just so for anybody's reference, Waffle House employees or otherwise, the floor back behind that counter changes for a reason. The second anybody comes past that floor that is not a Waffle House employee, they can take any means necessary to remove you from that area and ensure their safety.
Listen and
Oh,
learn,
that's
guys.
good to know. Yeah, because they just it looks like it's just such easy access.
It's just an open area.
You
You have
yeah.
the customers, and that me and her were brawling literally right next to a bunch of knives. I didn't know if she wanted to reach over and grab some big old chef kitchen knives.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know. So
no, absolutely.
And this fight happened in September of 2021. Do you feel like they've made changes from Waffle House staff since then? Because I feel like I've seen a lot more videos after that of Waffle House incidents. So the setup of is the same.
Well,
so
I know a couple of the ones that I've worked at. I worked at Waffle House for on and off for like 4 years, in several different states. I know a couple of the ones that I worked at. They would actually get shot at by customers, and they actually did have an armed security guard at overnight shifts. But that was only because the employees would literally go to the GM and go to the district and be like, "Hey, we just got shot at."
Right.
You know,
right.
We either need to be able to carry our own or have somebody carry and be there to protect us in case somebody wants to pull a piece out.
And it's sad that that's the climate that we're in right now. It really is. I mean,
over some waffles, like I feel like if you're gonna get that irate or you are that picky, cook yourself. Make your own food. Go home and cook your own damn food. If you don't have patience enough to deal with it,
that's my thing.
Go home and cook.
What people don't realize is during 2020, when the world shut down, food service industry workers were considered essential workers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Without these people working in your McDonald's, in your Wendy's, in your KFC, whatever, Waffle House, whatever restaurant, without them being in that store, you would have to go home and cook your own meal.
You're so right, girl. You're
so right. People look down on these food service workers like we're less than human. I've been working in the food service since I was 16 years old. I'm 25 now. Mm-hmm. They look down on food service workers like you're just the help or whatever else that they want to call it. And I've learned that regardless of where your standing is, it doesn't matter where you are on that totem pole.
Absolutely.
Highest or at the bottom. Being treated like a human being should be a basic thing.
Yes, it should be basic. And it's sad because it seems like today in this day and age, we're getting further and further away from that. Where everybody needs to learn how to fight and protect themselves or shoot a gun, which is sad. It shouldn't be that way. We should respect everybody the same. Y'all are giving a service. Everything that we do is a service. There's not one more important than the other. Everybody has to eat. If anything, that is the most important, in my opinion. You know.
Artificial's having some great questions in this chat. He says, is there anything you wish you had done differently in the moment or in the aftermath of the incident?
In the moment... I honestly don't. I wouldn't have changed anything in the moment.
Yeah, I'm glad
because in that moment it was technically a them or me situation.
Yes.
The aftermath, I could have handled differently because I did actually let my rage out. I hollered, curse words at the store.
No,
but I was rightfully so angry.
Yeah.
You know what? I believe that everybody is entitled to their feelings. I really do. I mean, I feel like if you feel angry, if you have rage or whatever, it's okay. Let it out. Who can tell you, oh, you shouldn't, you don't do this, don't do that? No. You know, we have to express ourselves. You were violated, you were attacked, you were victimized. And I don't know, from the video, you look tiny. And these girls were huge. Like, you did what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't apologize or anything for any way that you felt or the way that you handled things. Because you know what? Other people might have just been the victim. And then they have to deal with that for the rest of their lives. At least you know that for a split second, you protected yourself. You stood your ground regardless of the mob that was behind the counter. So, girl, kudos to you.
Yeah. Somebody wants to know, brick_suit wants to know, how do you feel about the memes coming out?
I think it is absolutely amazing. And all this art that is coming out and people like turning me into like these amazing pieces of art. It's like an absolute
superhero
that people want to turn like this face into magic on paper.
You're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
no, I think
it's absolutely.
And you know, we just entered into a new year. You know, you had that. It's in the past. It was a bad experience. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I think my network just cut out for a second.
Yeah, it was blurry for a second, but you're back now.
No, I was going to say you had this horrific experience, you know, last year. We're in the new year. You know, what do you see? What possibilities do you see that you can use this to, as a platform, to do things that are special for you or things that you believe? What can you do with this platform in your eyes?
Honestly, I haven't thought in that far. To be real, I haven't thought that far. I do have something in the works, as in merch, quote unquote. But I don't really know. I know I can go out with letting people know that respect should be a basic thing, regardless.
Right.
And with the way the world is coming out now, people don't do that at all.
Right. That's very true. That's very true. I want to go back to this comment from Corey. Yes, I will do anything that I can do. Nike is the same. Esmeralda. We are about empowering women, you know, and whatever we can do to help, we will do it. So absolutely.
Yeah, I think that you should start selling merch. You should like he also said, like branding and merch. You definitely try to get some cute T-shirts with all these memes that are being made.
And we will wear them.
One of the artists that are, you know, they could sell you the picture that they drew of you for the meme, and you can put it on a T-shirt. People buy that kind of stuff. They love
absolutely. That's gonna be like iconic. That's like, oh my gosh, like forever. And in like 20 years, people are gonna be like, look at this badass Waffle House Wendy T-shirt I have.
Remember when Wendy? They're gonna be like, remember when that Waffle House Wendy beat that girl ass?
Exactly. It's gonna be worth so much. There's another question. Did the positive responses from the public surprise you, or was it something you expected?
The amount of love and support that I have gotten over this has absolutely blown me out of the water.
Yes.
I'm trying. I gotta focus. Don't show me my phone right now.
You're good, girl. You're good. You're good.
So
okay. My husband was coming into my room like, I'm like, okay, I gotta focus too. So I'm
like, I didn't realize that so many people would have a positive response to this. I didn't even know it was out. I'm sitting at home watching Hulu, eating like handfuls of cheesy popcorn, and my boyfriend calls me going, "Hey, you're on Fox News." So, and then I went on Twitter and I saw all these positive comments, and I was like, I have to like let people know, thank you, like really, like thank you for this love and for this support that I've received, because I've always been that person in the background. I don't care about the spotlight, regardless of the fact. This can go either way. This can go on for years, or this can go on for 3 or 4 months, and I'll happily fade back into the background. However far this is going,
and
I'm
it's
willing
up
to
to
take
you.
it.
It's up to you. What do you want to do with
That's
it?
what-
You know, how do you want to capitalize?
I'm willing to take it as far as it will go and try to actually make something out of it.
I could so see you. I'm telling you, I could so see you doing a boxing exhibition fight. Because that's what that's what all retired boxers are doing right now. They're like doing all these exhibition fights, and then on the cards, they're like, you know, other other viral celebrities that, you know, that have no training in fighting, but they're in there, like, you know, basketball players that have never boxed, you know, and stuff like that. So I could really see you doing that.
I don't see. I get the love for the sport of boxing. I love boxing. I love the UFC, the martial artists, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's in you, girl.
I don't.
It is. It is.
I don't see the need for the senseless violence. Just putting two people in a ring and letting them beat the crap out of each other.
Sure.
I don't see a need for that.
Okay.
Now, it's enjoyable, yes. If that's what these two people want to do, go for it. Beat the crap out of each other.
It's for entertainment for entertainment purposes, and sometimes for a nice check. So, you know.
Okay, I like this. Look what Corey said. He said, Waffle House Wendy School of Self-Defense. Empower women to defend themselves. Sell it like CrossFit. I love that. Let me tell you something. There's going to be people out there that will run with this. And I think it is absolutely fabulous. I do. You know, like I said, we empower women. We've done things that men are trying to do or that have been doing. But we feel like if it's a passion, if it's something that we want to do, why not? You know, and this, oh my God, this is gold right now. I love it. Yes.
Let's see. It says, how have you considered the public attention and support from the situation to advocate for better working conditions and protections for wait staff and other
great
services?
Question. I love it.
But this is newfound fame for her, so I don't know.
This is actually like a deep question.
Yeah,
it is a great question. Let's go back.
Yeah.
See,
it's a hard question.
I really do want to do that. It is like a really hard question, and I have to pick my words because once it's out there, I can't take it back.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I want to let it be known that the public service workers need that protection when it comes to that time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that, you know, every McDonald's has got to have an armed security guard at the door patting people down, seeing if you can go into a McDonald's and want your chicken nuggets.
Right.
But at least having, at least in this day and age, some sort of basic defense, being able to at least throw a punch.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing a video of a McDonald's employee where the man grabbed her by the neck, tried to choke her, but she also has some, you know, hidden fighting talent, and she beat that man's ass something crazy. She started swinging on him, throwing all types of combinations. She beat his ass, but like the way he just jumped over her, he reached over the counter to grab her neck, and he was not expecting her to to beat his ass the way she did. So it's sad that you even have to know how to throw a punch while you're at work. Like that's so crazy that we even have to think about things like that.
And it's sad that that's what it's sad that that's kind of what it comes down to, basically. Because at this day and age, people are unregulated. And I don't mean that in any type of way, but unregulated in the way of a lot of people don't have that emotional control. It's a very impulsive thing. And especially when you're mad, you can be extremely impulsive.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely that.
But
When
the
I'm
thing
and
is
I
definitely
can be
impulsive.
impulsive too.
no, and we all can, because you hear today, it's like, oh, I've been through this in my life. Y'all don't know what I've been through. Look, we've all been through stuff. But how we choose to take that energy and use it is up to us. So it can be controlled. And because we were bullied or abused or whatever, does that mean we have to be the bully? Does that mean we have to be the abuser? No. You know, it's all in how we take it and how we want to use it. You know, we've all been through shit. The world is not perfect.
Right. And a lot of people are like blowing my mind with, I didn't think that you had no training. I didn't think that you came from an unsavory situation or you know, bad exes or whatever or not. I thought, you know, you just had hands and you had training. Everyone
Right.
goes through the worst part of their life.
Absolutely.
And for each person, whatever that lowest point is, that's that person's lowest point, regardless of what happened to Sally in the third, you know.
That's very
And
true.
people need it, and everybody goes through trauma. And the fact that a lot of people go, oh well, I've been abused, oh well, I've been this, and they try to one up each other
Yes.
with how bad I've had it.
Oh my
All that's
gosh, you're so
doing
right
is
on.
bringing us lower.
You are so right. You are so right. I love that you just said that, because yes, it's true. We've all been through shit. And for the person that was going through it, that is devastating. It is life changing, and we've all been through stuff. So can we support each other and push each other to be the best version of ourselves, or are we going to try to one up each other, just like you said? You know, so I love that you said that. Absolutely.
I do. And I believe that wholeheartedly.
Absolutely. So my husband is watching the show downstairs. He was trying to text me, but I have it on Do Not Disturb, and he wants to know, what is next for you?
Next, I spent yesterday making interviews with like 6 different podcasts over the next 2 weeks. And Fox News has me going up to their studio and doing a news interview in the next couple of days.
Where's their studio? I'm sorry, where's their studio at? Because you're in Austin, right?
I think she's frozen.
It's okay. We'll get her back.
There she goes.
No, I'm actually a couple hours north of Austin. South of Austin, my apologies, south of Austin.
No, you're good. So where is their studio?
There's one in downtown San Antonio.
Okay.
So
awesome. Oh my gosh.
Are you nervous? Because that's not
that is a lot more scarier than this. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say,
yeah,
like,
we're
just
I'm home.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're gonna go to their office, and what do they, when they call you, like, what do they say? Hey, Waffle House Wendy, what's going on? Like, what do they say?
I had a reporter, you know, call me, and she reached out to me. She called me. She asked me a bunch of questions like, do I have any training? What happened? How did this, you know, the aftermath, basically the rest of the story that's missing on my story time. Basically, that's what it is. And then I'll only be on the channel for like 3 minutes tops, but I'm going to be on there regardless.
Yeah, and it's a lot of exposure. A national channel. Yeah.
A lot of exposure. That is huge. But you know what? It's like, I truly believe that the universe, whatever people believe in or whatever, this is supposed to happen. And it's sad that sometimes these negative things, life-changing things have to happen, but it's for the bigger picture. You know, it's for something much greater, you know, than we are. So I'm like, girl, run with it, do what you do, and I'm
will run as far as it goes.
So this
Absolutely.
person has a really good suggestion, and I think you should. He says, please trademark your likeness before you meet with any of the big wigs,
That's a
because
good idea.
Waffle House Wendy is like,
Okay.
just like somebody said, is very catchy, and somebody else will try to
Yes.
trademark it and try to make money off of your likeness. So
Right.
if you could trademark that, I would. That's a very good suggestion. I would try to do that. So maybe somebody can help
Absolutely.
you with that, because you can make some
That is
money
a
off
good
of this. We need you to
I'll look
capitalize
into
off of
that,
this.
definitely.
And we'll help you in any way that we can. We will help you in any way that we can, and we want nothing. All we want to do on our show is uplift women empowerment. So anything you need from us, like even you being on the show, it is such a blessing to us and to everybody else. It really is. Yes. So somebody said, please mention your Twitter handle.
What was it?
My Twitter handle is witchdragon5. So WITCH dragon and the number 5, and that's me.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And then,
and
so
Bricksuit is actually
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was actually about to say that.
Yes.
Bricksuit was actually the band that reached out and set up that GoFundMe page for me, and I really didn't know like how it went and what was gonna happen, and I had told him, I got trust issues. Like what goes on with all this? But yeah, it's all the stuff is actually coming to me, and all the money that I'm getting from the donations, I'm putting back into like paying for the labor for buying the merch, the stuff that I'm using for my interviews and stuff. I'm literally just putting it right back into this.
Nice.
That's fabulous.
Okay.
That's fabulous.
So we'll go back and put the GoFundMe link in the caption of the video.
Yes.
But it's also on your Twitter page and everything. So we'll definitely retweet that so you can get
absolutely
get some traction on that.
And I know that you had somebody that like created you holding the chair or whatever. But if you need another artist to do any kind of graphics like the video or t-shirts, I know
her daughter. Yeah.
I know somebody.
I'm trying to talk with a couple of them. I want to try to collaborate because I know I'm not going to be able to get to everybody that drew art and, actually make it into I at least want to pay them for a photo or something, because they actually spent time to like make this, into something.
Yeah.
Work into making that piece of art. And
absolutely,
they're just putting it out there and people are taking it and running with it. And I want to actually give them just a little something for it at least. If not, turn it into something that we could both make a profit.
But the thing is like, even
like connection,
the notoriety, it doesn't have to be monetary. Even saying, you know what, like you did, the artist that did your artwork with the chair, even giving him that notoriety, that means a lot, and you're doing your part. That just shows your gratitude and the kind of person that you are. It really does. It really does. So, any last questions, Nika?
No, I really want her to like skyrocket off of this. I love these kind of stories.
Yes, me too.
And I'm happy that you came on our podcast first to do your interview. We really appreciate it. So, I hope this new year starts off really great for you. Yes.
Absolutely. And you know what? Thank you so much for answering me, because like a lot of times like we'll get like inbox messages and we're just like, or other people will, and they're like, but you immediately, and I appreciate you so much for doing that. And we wish you all the success. Anything that we can do, anytime you want to come and use the platform, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And I try to reach out to at least say my thanks, but at this point I am so flooded with messages.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you are. I know you are.
It's so much at this point, and I can't say thank you enough on all that's going on.
Well, you deserve it. You deserve it all. You deserve it all. You really do. One of my friends who has a very big YouTube channel, D Styles, he's like, hey, see if she can come on my show. I said, no, you're going to reach out to her. You're going to make a comment. You're going to, because I knew that after tonight and before, you've already got all these messages. I just thank God that you
got it
answered us
there.
and you came on. I'm very, very grateful. I really am. But before we let you go, I just want you to tell everybody all of your handles, your TikTok, your Twitter, everything that you have, so we can follow you and support you.
Okay, so my Twitter handle, I already told y'all that, it's WitchDragon5. My Instagram and my TikTok should be the same thing. The real WHW is me. I don't think I have any more handles unless y'all want to have my Snapchat, which is Wolfabane742. I mean, that's public at this point. Somebody gave it out.
Okay. Okay.
So might as well just put it back out there for y'all since it's already there and I can't get rid of it.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
That's
my
good.
Instagram and my TikTok are the same, and then whatnot.
The real Waffle House Wendy, right here, first interview. We got it. Women Crushing It Wednesdays. I thank you so
bless her
much.
Cash App too if you can.
Yes,
I
Cash
really want
App.
her to like make a nice coin off of
$1,
this.
$2, $10, whatever. That's
Yes.
it right there. Absolutely. Nika, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I want to wish everybody a happy new year. Thanks to everybody in the chat who joined in on the first day of the year. You could have been in anywhere else, but you decided to be here with us. Let's get the year going. Start it off right. Waffle House Wendy, make that coin for 2023. Let's
100.
get it going.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you, my guest. Thank you so much, Waffle House Wendy. Nika, my girl, thank you for always showing up. And everybody in the chat, we appreciate all the comments, all the questions, everything. Everybody have a wonderful year, and we will see y'all on Wednesday. Love to love you.
Bye.
Love y'all. Many blessings. Have a happy new year.
Absolutely. Happy New Year.